May is National Wildfire Awareness Month. Local and state agencies are urging preparedness ahead of fire season. Oregon utility companies, Oregon State Fire Marshal, and CAL FIRE are just a few of those asking you to prepare now. You should have a plan, stay informed, and minimize fire fuels. Oregon Department of Forestry finished conducting prescribed burns near Butte Falls. Those controlled fires are a crucial part of wildfire prevention efforts as fire season approaches.
NewsWatch 12's Rocky Walker tagged along with them and shares how they're working to keep you and your community safe.
Today was day 2 of ODF-controlled burns near Butte Falls, burning 70 acres of brush before fire season.
We're burning it so that essentially if a wildfire were to come here, we have a much bigger fire break.
These prescribed burns require certain conditions, with today fitting that mold. With little enough moisture to allow the fires to burn, but not enough heat to be an out-of-control situation.
This is extremely flammable, and we would rather take care of it right now in a controlled setting where we are prepared for it, we have the resources, we have the plan, versus in the heat of summer when we're responding to it in a reactive sort of situation.
This is part of the Butte Falls Community Forest Project, where the town bought 450 acres of land surrounding it, protecting themselves from fire by managing more acres of a fire buffer zone than residents in the town.
It's the future of Butte Falls, having us manage our own forests.
The community forest plan will bring tourism and opportunity to the area. And it serves as a buffer from fire, a need that became apparent with the 2020 South Owen Chain fire.
The 2020 fires were kind of devastating to the community and some of the surrounding homes that are local to us. With a little bit of wind, that can create havoc in any situation. And of course, having the areas clear and fire resilient around the town definitely makes us feel a whole lot safer.
In Butte Falls, I'm Rocky Walker reporting.
This weekend, Jacksonville residents will have a chance to pitch in and help reduce the risk of wildfires in their community. It's going to be a community-wide event held to clear potentially dangerous debris. On Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the D Street parking lot, residents can drop off branches, dead leaves, and other natural debris. It's a free event designed to help reduce wildfire risk by clearing out materials that could fuel a fire. And water levels are looking great at Emigrant Lake, but a recreational use advisory has been issued for harmful algae blooms. The Oregon Health Authority says to avoid swimming, boating, and other high-speed water activities where these blooms are. Children and dogs are especially at risk if exposed to these toxins from the algae. For more information on how to stay safe from cyanobacteria, head to our website, kdrv.com.
Riding an e-bike through state parks may look a little different this summer. The Oregon State Parks and Recreation Commission approved rule updates for e-bikes. The updated rules expand the use of e-bikes for people with mobility disabilities, and they also allow those using e-bikes to ride on trails where other bikes are allowed unless specifically restricted. These updated rules take effect July 1st.
People rallied across the nation on International Workers' Day. Grants Pass and other cities protesting the recent actions of the Trump administration. The May Day rallies focused on everything from saving Medicaid to union rights. This comes after the president signed an executive order last week ending collective bargaining rights for many federal employees, including ICE and the CDC. Some national unions say the move is an attack on workers.
Really sad what's come for the workplace that has been fought for so long by unions. I mean, what we know now as our work days and our work experience is totally brought to you by unions.
Members of the Eugene Education Association also joined the rallies, speaking on the impacts teachers and students may see from federal cuts and union restrictions, demanding more support for public education.
Onto a money alert. A new report says Oregon hospitals are financially unstable. The Hospital Association of Oregon says hospitals across the country were challenged during the pandemic and many are now stabilizing. But Oregon's hospitals are still unstable. The president and CEO of Hospital Association of Oregon says hospitals face a perfect storm of soaring expenses, complex costly regulations, and payments that don't cover the cost of care.
It's important that our hospitals stay open and available, and all 61 of our hospitals are open and available today. So people should go to their hospitals. They should continue to expect to receive that care there. The warning is that that may not be the case forever, and there are things we can do now to ensure that those hospitals stay open.
Holtzberg told NewsWatch 12 that this isn't an issue that will be solved overnight. She says patients are struggling to find doctors. Wait times to see a doctor are longer and emergency departments are overcrowded.
Today at 6 p.m., the Dunsmuir-Castella Fire District and the city of Dunsmuir will be testing the evacuation sirens. Now, the test is to make sure the evacuation sirens work properly and so residents can get familiar with the sound. The evacuation siren will sound for 2 minutes tonight.
A Phoenix High School junior is making waves in the art world. Her stunning pieces were recognized in the State of Oregon Congressional Art Competition. Just go ahead and take a look at these. Tallulah Heckendorf's top winning artwork, Man Walking Through an Alaskan Town, earned her the top spot in Washington, D.C. this summer, where her piece will be displayed at the U.S. Capitol.
Putting all I have and then seeing the end result is like the biggest thing for me, because it's amazing what people can do.
Tallulah's second piece, Colorful Desert Sunset with Huge Cacti, will also be showcased, but in Oregon's Ontario office. Tallulah says this achievement is more than just a personal victory. It's a reminder that with dedication, anyone can turn their passion into something that leaves a lasting impact. She hopes to inspire others to embrace their own creative potential.
Lowriders are rolling into Grants Pass once again for a celebration of culture, community, and custom cars. What began as a small gathering of car lovers has grown into a local favorite. The second annual Lowrider event in Grants Pass is expected to bring in double the crowd from last year. Over 200 attendees are expected to show.
Putting this together was important for us just to shine a light on the lowrider culture and the community, because there are people here in Southern Oregon that are a part of it.
This annual gathering aims to spotlight a passion that's deeply rooted in Southern California but thriving in Southern Oregon. This year's event features food vendors, a live DJ, a $1,000 hopping contest, and Burns says there will be free ice cream for kiddos and military members.